Hello, coolers. Welcome back to Viva Barca and welcome to another interesting episode where we are going to discuss on the latest. We start with Abde El Zazuli, who have officially joined Real Betis in a 7.5 million euro deal. We are going to discuss on that as we progress. Secondly, talking about Eric Garcia, who yesterday, deadline day, of course, finally left Barcelona in a shock twist. Of course, the Barca defender joins Girona on loan. We are also going to be discussing on that. So, guys, as we get right into it in much detail, please do ensure to subscribe if you haven't. Turn on the post bell notification to always stay notified whenever I post a new video. Consider liking the video and please watch it right up to the very end. After the departures of Ansu Fati and Clement Lenglet on loan, FC Barcelona have confirmed another deadline day departure as Ace Abde has signed for Real Betis. Going by the statement, Barca said FC Barcelona and Real Betis have reached an agreement for the transfer of Ace Abde for 7.5 million euros. The Barcelona club reserves a right of repurchase and 50% of a future sale of the player. The statement from the club read, the 21-year-old had signed for Barca back in 2021 from Hercules CF and made an impression in the first team set up early in Xavi's tenure as manager. Last season, Abde was loaned out to Osasuna, where he made a big impression, standing out one of the best performers in the Pamplona-based outfit. Upon returning, it appeared that Abde would be part of Xavi's setup for the current campaign, but the youngster was not pleased with the game time he received in the first three matches of the season. Eventually, Abde decided to ask for a departure, and the two clubs eventually found an agreement that saw Barcelona, you know, part with 50% of the player's rights in exchange for 7.5 million euros. It would entail that Barca can pocket a 50% fee from a future sale. The initial agreement was for a fee of 10 million euros, but with Real Betis dealing with financial fair play issues, the Blaugrana reduced the fee to 7.5 million euros. Abde departs Barcelona after having made 14 first-team appearances in which he scored one goal. Of course, yesterday, a lot of things happened, and of course, Abde finally left Barcelona to Real Betis. There were a lot of reports talking about this potential move in the past, Betis showing interest in him as well as Sevilla and other clubs out of Spain, and it finally come to pass as the player have gotten what he wanted. Yes, what he wanted, because he was not happy with the game time so far he received since La Liga began. Of course, the player wants to go where he plays more regularly. That has been clear from the onset. After not featuring at all against the Villarreal clash last Sunday, Ace Abde was reportedly not pleased with the situation, and that even reignited the interest of the player to depart Barcelona in search for more game time. And of course, Real Betis, who have been long-time admirers of Abde, finally got what they wanted. After reports saying that Barca would sell him for at least 20 million euros if they want to allow him to leave. But now the fact is the fact that the player will be sold to Betis, but Barca will have 50% rights on any future sale of the player, definitely makes the player to look to be more cheaper, which means that if Real Betis sells the player to another club in the future or anytime that they want to sell, whatever amounts they receive, Barca will be entitled to half of that amount. Same as if Barca want to buy back the player from Real Betis, Barca will buy him with just half of the the fee that Real Betis have demanded for him. So normally it was supposed to be at least 10 million euros for the transfer fee, but it seemed as though Barca had to reduce to 7.5, considering that Real Betis are facing financial fair play issues as well. So we wish Ace Abde the best of luck as he goes to start a new career at Betis. And of course, as a full Real Betis player, it's no more a loan deal like how it was last season when he left for Osasuna. So we see how it goes from here. I think yesterday's transfer deadline day was a good one as we finally got all the players that we were targeting. Then on to the next story of discussion. Barca defender Eric Garcia has finally completed a season-long loan move to Catalan rivals Girona. The club have officially confirmed. Going by the statement, they say FC Barcelona and Girona FC have reached agreement for the transfer of player Eric Garcia until June 30, 2024. There is no purchase option, the statement from the club read. The 22-year-old had fallen down the pecking order at the club this season, with Ronald Araujo, Jules Koundé, Andreas Christensen and new signing Inigo Martinez all seemingly ahead of him. As such, Garcia decided it would be in his best interest to move on loan to a team where he can play regularly and accumulate game time under his belt. Manager Xavi Hernandez wanted the Spanish international to stay put as he did not wish to weaken the depth of the squad any further. However, the player's insistence on wanting to play regularly eventually led to the former Manchester City starlet's move to Girona. The operation is a simple, straight loan deal with no buy option inserted in the agreement, while Barca will be covering just 20% of his salary for this season. Garcia now joins another Barca youngster, Pablo Torre, who also signed for Girona on loan earlier this summer. So guys, with that, we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time. Bye bye.